Hey guys, so this is some of the different fabrics I got for a Li Ming skirt. The first one is the one I've had, that's the color shifting taffeta, and in the sun it really does a really pretty shift, and if it was always like this I would have no problem using this fabric alone. I still might do that, but I'm having some doubts because when I'm not outside in the bright sun, you don't really see the blue shift, which in game, if you turn her model in like the character viewer, you really see a bright like turquoise or teal or whatever, a super bright blue, and it's very prevalent, and I just feel like this is too much purple, not enough blue on its own. I didn't want to have to cover this fabric because I really do love it, but I have some other options now after going to the fabric store. One option is this really pretty organza it's a red and blue. Over the purple, it looks really pretty. You do get a lot of the red though. I just am afraid that it's too much red, and she doesn't really have any red in her skirt. It goes kind of a dark purple to a bright purple to the turquoise color. There isn't really any red. There is a bluish in there as well. I think the red might, I think it would look okay. It won't be as accurate as the game model, but because she has red boots and a couple other red accessories, I think the red would play off of those okay, so that's not really my concern. But just keeping accurate with the in-game coloring, this might be a little too far off, but it's an option. Another option is to do a straight non-color changing, sorry, these are non-color changing blue, but it's very blue. You only get the purple through it at very like dramatic angles, and I think that might be too blue. You might not be getting enough of the purple at all. I also think I'd have to change my purple fabric to a darker purple to use this blue organza. The in-game, she gets a much darker purple flash, and if I'm gonna go this route, I think I would want to change to the darker purple. The other option is to use a blue base like this one, and use this red and blue organza over top, but I'm not a huge fan of that option. I don't think it brings the colors in the organza out very well. You don't really see much of a color shift when it's layered over top of the blue rather than the purple. So I think if anything, I might go with, they're all tangled together now, with the purple with the multicolored organza over top. I don't know how many layers I would do of the organza. It does change depending on if I have one layer over top or if I double it up and do 2 layers. It gets darker. It's just something to play with, but I think I'm gonna have to pattern out the skirt before I make my decision and see how they look when actually laid together in the pleated pattern that her skirt has. So we'll see, but these are some of my options now. I didn't like having only one option because it wasn't a perfect option. It's a really beautiful purple fabric. In the sun it does go blue, but inside, where I will be a good bit, I mean, I don't spend a ton of time inside at BlizzCon because most of the photographers hang out outside, but I would like it to look pretty in other light besides just bright sun. So those are my options. All right, I'll let you know what I decide. Bye.